Howdy, howdy, my beautiful Aries. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, honey, we're going to be getting into your October weekly horoscope tarot reading, darling Aries. So if you find any tarot cards that resonate with you in this weekly reading today, darling, be sure to let me know in the comments below which cards resonate with you and how they do, because that's how I keep up with you. Also, if you enjoyed my tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, Aries, I would appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot. And I always appreciate it when you guys do that extra step to support me in that way, Aries. Remember as well, it doesn't matter what you identify as, he, she, they, them, anything in that spectrum or outside of that spectrum, Aries. If the cards are going to resonate, they're going to resonate, darling. It does not matter what you identify as. So all that being said, Aries, I feel like that's all I need to ramble about. Let's just get into your weekly tarot horoscope reading, my darling. Let's see what's going on with you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys the cards in a moment, so don't worry, Aries. Also, remember, if you want to book a tarot reading with me, my website's always linked down below, simplyvelca.com. So let's get into this. Let's see how you guys are feeling at this current time. Let's see what is going on, darling. What's going on? But first, you already know what the tea is, honey. Aries, we need to get into a little bit of a tarot forecast for y'all as well. We need to do a little bit of a vibe check, darling. See what the vibes are going to be like this week. How are you going to be feeling? What y'all are going to be really mainly focusing on this week. And y'all have the Seven of Rings, darling. Seven of Rings, Seven of Pentacles coming in here. The card itself says on the bottom, for those that are curious, investment in negligence. Does it say? Oh, diligence. Very different from negligence, darling. That's why it's caught off guard. It's like negligence. How is Seven of Rings for that? So in this sense, Aries, this is going to be a week. This is usually like a gardening card. Or I say this in the sense of like most artworks of the Seven of Pentacles is a card of like nurturing things that you've been planting. And this makes a lot of sense with the three cards that I pulled for you already to see how you guys are currently feeling. The Seven of Rings is all about tending to your plants, you know, continually feeding your plants just so you can have a good harvest, right? You know, if you're planting some tomato plants, darling, you're going to take care of those tomato plants until it gives you those ripe tomatoes. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen next week, but you know the vision in mind. You know why it is that you planted those tomatoes, darling, right? So then let me show you these three cards, darling Aries. We have the Four of Pentacles for you, and this is the main card as to why I said it makes a lot of sense for you. The Nine of Pentacles as well for you. A lot of pentacle energy, Aries. And then the Five of Swords for you. So here's the thing, Aries. I say the Four of Pentacles makes so much sense for you because this is the card of investments, where you're putting your energy into, or what it is that you're putting your energy into. You know, just kind of, you probably at this point in time feel like you might just, you know, be at this time of like standstill. And some of you guys, I get this sense based off of this Nine of Pentacles as well as this Five of Swords, Aries, you're having a little bit of anxiety about where you put your energy into. Some of you guys might be tending to those tomato plants, but as you're tending to them and as each week goes by, you're just like, okay, darling, did I actually even buy tomato seeds, darling? Like, when are the tomatoes going to start actually coming through, darling, right? It's an understandable sentiment, right? But which I guess more so showcases where it's like the sense of how long you've been tending to this. Some of you guys might be impatient to this, Aries, but I kind of suspect that it's more so a sense of like, well, I keep on hearing, it's like, when is it going to be my turn? When is it going to be my time, darling, right? So for you guys, Aries, especially with that Nine of Pentacles there, based off of all these pentacles, I kind of want to take the easy route and say that some of you guys might be, this is in terms of like your finances, especially. But it's really just whatever project that you've been working on, whatever your main objective is, I always like to say, right? That Five of Swords energy is very much the sense of like, almost like a sense of, it's like you're trying to prove something, Aries. And I feel like for most of you guys, it's trying to prove something to yourself that you can actually accomplish something, Aries. So let's get into some clarifiers as well, darling, for this. We have here, can I grab these? We have the Three of Pentacles clarifying your Four of Pentacles, darling. We have the, can I grab these cards? My gosh. Page of Pentacles, continuing on with this pentacle energy. Aries, a lot of pentacles, really a lot of strong earth energy for you guys. This is just an observation, doesn't have to mean anything, but, and then for that Nine of Pentacles, by the way, and then the Seven of Wands comes in for the Five of Swords. Darling. So Three of Pentacles comes in as that sense of like partnerships and contracts and just working with other people primarily. And I get the suspicion that for probably about like 70% of you guys, 70-80% of you guys, Aries, you're having this anxiety about maybe you invested into the wrong person, maybe you took on the wrong project. For some of you guys, Page of Pentacles, clarifying that Nine of Pentacles lets me know that sense of perhaps you guys are considering breaking out from that. You're considering like digging up what you planted with these tomato plants because it's been so long. It's been too long for some of y'all to keep on waiting for this plant to actually grow that harvest, whatever that tomato is for you. Again, in terms of like your investments or just even the people that you've been investing into, maybe there's this sense of impatience, especially with that Seven of Wands clarifying the Five of Swords. Many of you guys' plans, if I'm going to continue with this analogy, hopefully it's not too confusing for y'all, Aries, is just this sense of I do feel as if for some of you guys, Aries, you're feeling this strong gravitation towards like working with new people or just changing up your approach and like where it is that you are putting your energy into. Feels like some of you guys are just kind of fed up, to be honest, with whatever your current situation is, whatever it is that you've been investing into just in general. So it's very interesting with this, Aries. So let's continue on with this reading. Let's see if we can go a little bit deeper with this, darling. Aries, I want to see how this week is going to continue out for y'all. Ace of Pentacles, darling. We're going to get every single Pentacles in this freaking tarot deck, darling, before we're done. Star card coming in for you. And then the Ten of Wands coming in here as well. So how this is going to be working out for you, Aries, is, I do see, I think it's kind of powerful when you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Star card right next to each other, because I like to kind of personally see the Star card as in this dynamic where it's like this individual is reaching out for their Ace of Pentacles, for that cornucopia, darling, for the main thing that you're wanting to accomplish. Now with this Ten of Wands here, there is just this heaviness, right? Now, I do, off of reflex, Aries, I have to say that this is kind of a message of just like continually working through just this rough patch, working through this anxiety that you're feeling. And this is not me dismissing, Aries, like what it is that you're feeling and the thoughts that you're going through, because I understand that tarot is not really going to fully capture just like all the reasons as to why you're feeling the way that it is that you're feeling, darling. That's just life, right? Human emotions and just your human experience just can never be encapsulated through 72 tarot cards. So truly though, Aries, I get the sense though that it's just like I keep on hearing like working through the pain. So let's get some clarifiers on this as well. Maybe I'll be proved wrong. Sun card coming in, clarifying your Ace of Pentacles, which in a way, like this is Ace of Pentacles does also kind of look like a sun as well. It's like up in the sky, you see clouds and all that, and like the beams going off about it. So here's the thing, Aries. I don't feel as if your desires for these tomatoes are like what the issue is. Like, I feel like you're eventually going to get your harvest, where you're going to get your tomatoes, darling. It's such a silly analogy that I keep on using for this, but I feel like, again, it's this affirmation where, like, one, the Sun card is the very best card in the deck, right? That refers to just manifestation, that refers to just abundance, all in general, right? I do get this impression here that if you continue working through, I always like to use the sense of where it's like the sun, like no matter what dark period that you've been going through, darling, Aries, like the sun is always going to come up at some point. Does that make sense? So just continue working through this. Clarifying your Star card is the Queen of Wands. And this is making sense. I feel like that's it is your energy. Wands is fire energy, you being a fire sign, Aries. But I feel like that is the energy that you're exuding. Page of Cups coming in, clarifying the Ten of Wands. So yeah, I feel like you're exuding this Queen of Wands energy because you're having this desire kind of like breaking out, kind of just like moving and trying to cause a change to see if there's like a different route to accomplish your star moment, right, Aries? With this Page of Cups, you're clarifying the Ten of Wands. This is kind of this confirmation for me, Aries, of things changing up for you in the sense that this baggage, this load is going to be relieved through this new energy coming in. This is your second page coming in here. I just want to know as well, Aries, but pages represents new energy. And so by definition with the Page of Cups as well, Aries, the Page of Cups is more so of a focus of where like it's either like a new person coming in, so if this resonates for you more so over social reading, Aries, then definitely I feel like, and it also talks about the deepening of current. I do feel as if if this person that you're wanting to really invest in, make things work out, I do feel as if like you can work through this with this person. For others of you guys, the Page of Cups does represent new opportunities as well, and so I get the sense here, if it's not just like a current person that you're just trying to be patient with, Aries, and it is just about something else entirely, I do feel as if this opportunity may be coming in terms of a person, because Page of Pentacles that you had earlier as well, Aries, and that Seven of Wands, that there is like this consistent underlying energy of like other sources being around. Does that make sense, Aries? And so I do feel as if a person is going to be coming into your life, bringing forth some type of opportunity, offering that cup, is this the cup? Okay. Girl, Aries, this cup, I thought it was, I don't have my glasses with me, but I thought this cup looked like it had flowers in it, but then I looked, it's like, oh, no, that's a fish, darling. I do feel as if, regardless, Aries, sorry for that sidetrack, that there is definitely, if you choose to work through this, new opportunity coming in the shape of like a person coming in with some type of offer, or maybe just even coming in to assist somehow, bring in some assistance in your life, Aries. But I keep on hearing, like, just work through this pain, darling. So, Aries, let's get into what you don't see coming towards you. Ace of Swords. This is your second ace now. Second ace and second page. Ace of Swords coming in here. What you don't see coming, remember. Page of Cups coming in a second time for you, Aries. As well as the Ten of Cups. Ooh, darling, this is powerful. This is lovely. I was thinking that I was debating if I was going to do like a good things coming towards you spread as well, Aries, but I kind of feel like this is like the good things as well. Like what you don't see coming to you, Aries, is some very much so fabulousness, right? Ace of Swords, Page of Cups. This is really adding that emphasis. Now you see clearly like the fish in this cup as well that I was showing that other artwork, Aries, right? This is really coming in strong of where a new person coming in with some new ideas. Ace of Swords is like something that's motivating you to go out there, to really push yourself, and it's leading to a lot of success. Ace of Swords, just as its own solo energy, is a card of where you can't lose, right? And so the Ten of Cups comes in. This is like complete fulfillment, confirming. I mean, I really do get strongly, if this is like if your main objective is love, Aries, I really do see love coming in for you pretty strongly. It doesn't mean this week, but I see this build up for it if you choose to like continue going in your current stride. But with the the Ten of Cups, Aries, this is a sense of where like everything being fulfilled, like whether it's your career, like it's more than just like one specific thing, like each of your cups being fulfilled, whether it's your finances, family, like it's a multitude of things coming in that brings forth that sense of security, that sense of success, Aries. So Nine of Pentacles coming in with the Ace of Swords. Nine of Pentacles, I didn't get into this beforehand, the second time, by the way. I didn't get into this before, but I always like to point out the Nine of Pentacles for my self-employed Aries, for my Aries that are trying to get another source of income coming in. Very, very fabulous. So when you have the Ace of Swords coming in with that Nine of Pentacles, very much so this person be coming in with some type of business, right? Seven of Cups. So whenever this opportunity does come in, clarifying your Page of Cups, by the way, I like just getting in. Y'all know I'm into y'all's reading when I'm not even like the words coming out quicker than I'm able to. Anyways, Seven of Cups, Aries, is that card of like, I almost want to say that it's like, I want to do one more because it's like there is this sense of like unsureness with this where you're not sure if it's Page of Wands. So here's the thing. Let me give like a narrative, right? Replace tomato plant with whatever it is that you're talking about that is relevant to your life, Aries, but maybe you have this person coming in here. You've been wanting to get out of this like focus of just like this tomato plant, tending to this tomato plant, thinking there's something better for you. This new person coming in, this is your third page coming in now. This is a sense of where this person coming in offers like a different perspective. So maybe you are on the right track with wanting to shift your perspective or shift where you're putting your energy into, whether it's that tomato plant. I still feel as if the end goal is still going to be the same, Aries, honestly, but I feel as if someone's going to be coming in with a different approach, a different idea for you to be considering, because the Ace of Swords is a sense of like creative ideas coming forth. So let's just say, like, a better example outside of tomato plants to give a better clarification. Let's just say that I was thinking about shifting my gears from doing YouTube tarot, right? And then someone coming in actually being like, oh, let's start a podcast talking about tarot cards, right? So it's still under the same umbrella of doing tarot. It's just not the sense of doing weekly tarot readings. That probably is a better way of making sense for y'all. And then this Empress card clarifying the Ten of Cups here. This is what I give that might give that unsureness. Someone comes in with that sense of being like, let's start a podcast, darling, which so many people are, right? But, there might be that unsureness because it is that new energy. It's a new approach. It's a new thing entirely. Page of Wands just representing also another sense of opportunity by definition. But it is this unsureness. But I feel like you need to lean into doing a different approach, but don't be afraid. Like, I feel like it's attached to like working together with someone else, maybe someone else entirely new, Aries, because I do feel like, with all those pages coming in, all those new energies coming in, it's giving me this impression of like working together with somebody else. And it doesn't have to be necessarily like doing a business together with them, but someone coming in with a new idea, or someone coming in with an offers. And, it's just like the next step for you, if you wish to continue moving forward, is related to new energy just in general. So giving these cards to Miss Aretha Franklin and Barbara Walters, darling, Aries, let's see what your messages of your spirit guides are this week. Hopefully my analogies didn't confuse you guys too much, but overall I do feel so strongly in that you guys are definitely going on the right path. It's just like adding in a new approach, a new perspective. We have the Eight of Pentacles coming in here, Aries. The Page of Swords. Oh, you got all the pages now, darling. You got all the pages now, Aries. Page of Swords coming in here. And then the Empress card coming in twice in the same position. So your main spirit guide messages is really this sense, Aries, of where I do feel as if your spirit guides, your ancestors, whatever it is that you identify with the most, Aries, I feel like the main message coming in here is like, kind of what I was saying beforehand, like your sense of up-leveling, right? As the Page of Pentacles or Eight of Pentacles refers to as, it's just this sense of up-leveling, going back to school, very much so big on promotion energy. I get this sense here of where it's just like, don't wait too long in terms of new opportunities, in terms of like trying out something different. I feel like that's the main message for you, Aries, is don't be afraid of trying out some things different, like different things rather. I don't know why I'm struggling speaking right now, darling. Because that is the direct path that you need to be taking to really continuously evolve as an individual, right? Maybe there's like you're being challenged, like you're going to be presented a challenge, darling, and you have to make a quick decision, or like just be willing to either like go head first into this or just continue doing what it is that you've been doing. Obviously, Aries, it's free will, darling. It's up to you what you choose to do and how you choose to handle things. It's your business. But I really do get this sense here of where it's like, you've been tending to that tomato plant for quite a long time. You've been tending to that plant and wondering why it is you haven't been reaping that harvest. Now it's time for you to include some sense of outside energies, or considering like new approaches to, I still kind of honestly feel like it's still like the same thing, like, cause that's the thing. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, like you're still going to accomplish what it is that you've been wanting. It's just not going to be in the same detail that you were anticipating, Aries. So keep that in mind, darling. But now, honey, Aries, let's get into your how people are perceiving you this week, how people are perceiving you and their intentions. And this is where it's interesting, because I do feel like there's some type of outside source energy, new energy coming in that's going to be helping you. We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Swords coming in here, Aries, with the Four of Swords. as well as the Seven of Cups. Yep, this is literally like tapping into this person's energy. Could be an air sign, but I don't like to make limitations when it comes to general readings. But with these two sword cards coming in here, I'm getting this impression here, Aries, where it's just like maybe, with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is the energy of where it's giving me this impression of like maybe you kind of close the door on this person at one point. I don't know what caused you to close the door behind this person and not work with them anymore. But I do get this sense that they're trying to come back in, or they're debating on coming back in, Aries, to bring in some help to you, to give you, again, the sense of new ideas for you to be considering. And don't shut something out is really what I want to just give advice on, Aries. If you have that old person coming back in, don't immediately just block them. Obviously, darling, if they're like, how to handle your life better, but I do see for many of you guys, Aries, there's someone in the past that was in your past trying to come back in or coming back in that will give you this shift of perspective on how you can change things up in your life. So let's see what their intentions are, darling. Knight of Pentacles coming in here. Still continue. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely this sense of where it's like someone else changes their approach. Fool card coming in, as well as Ace of Cups. So for some of you guys, this is going to be like a sense of where maybe it didn't work out the first time around, but maybe try it out again with them, right? Starting back from scratch, or starting from scratch again, forgetting what happened in the past. I don't know what happened in the past, darling, but again, it's like this sense of like, let's start over again. Now I don't know if they learned from their ways or what have you, darling, but it is giving me the sense that this old person in your life has something of value in terms of their perspective that they could provide to you, right? And with that Ace of Cups coming in with that Seven of Cups, I just really feel as if someone from your past just has such a fabulous idea for you, something to really assist you in your going forward for your life. So yeah, darling Aries, that is the weekly tarot reading that I have for you, darling. Hopefully you found some cards that helped you out and that resonated with you, darling. So if you would like to book a private personal reading with me, Aries, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. Next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that just being SimplyVelca, darling. I'll be connecting with you sometime in the near future, hopefully. Bye, Aries.